All right. What is the best drink to end the day, whiskey or wine? Myself, I prefer a nice glass of whiskey. Scotch, Irish, or even American bourbon. It's just simply the best way to end the day. It's the most popular spirit across the world. You can get it neat, you can get it on the rocks. There's a bunch of different cocktails for it. There's no end to the ways you can enjoy a nice glass of whiskey.
Well, I'm going to go with my wine, the best way to end the day. And I'm going to argue that I don't need to end the day with my wine. I can start my day with my wine. I can have lunch with my wine with my lunch, wine with my dinner, wine with my after work activities. So the wine is the way to go for me. And there's a lot of different price points for my wine. That's what I like about it. I can go red, I can go white, and you can't beat the wine any time of the day.
Well, there is one thing that can beat wine, and I'll tell you what it is. It's whiskey. Because not only there are also a ton of price points for whiskey, there are obviously some that are better and some that are worse. But whiskey is just hands down the best thing that you can have to end the day. You can even have it a little bit during the middle of the day. It's got a long history to it. It's riddled in tradition, and there's just nothing classier than a nice glass of Scotch whiskey.
Buddy boy, if you want to talk about history and tradition, get on the vine, my man. Wine is that's what history and tradition and seasonal. You got white when it's hot, you got red when it's cool. You just cannot beat that. The history, the tradition of wine, monks, uh, colonists, travelers, adventurers, all over the place. Wine, I think it's got whiskey trumped for sure, especially at the end of the day.
Well, wine may have a little bit of a longer history, but whiskey definitely has a much more interesting history. For example, during Prohibition era in America, it was actually allowed to be imported because it was considered medicine. And it actually does have medicinal properties. For one thing, if you're on a diet, a couple glasses of whiskey is not going to hurt you. It's very low on sugar, it's got no carbs, so it's going to help keep you on your way. You're not going to put on the pounds. And they call it grandpa's cough medicine for a reason. It helps you get rid of colds and it just makes you feel better.
All right, my last take on this, because I've clearly won the first two rounds, is that you can pair wine with a variety of different foods, desserts, appetizers, lunch, salad, entree. There's a wine for every course. I've never heard a server at a restaurant go, you know what? This pairs well with a great whiskey. Never. Wine. Beginning of the day, middle of the day, end of the day, with dinner.